What's up, everyone? Welcome to Toxic Hustle. My name is Jay Tragic Jeffrey, and today we are launching a new product. It's our Moorish Arabian Nights Volume 1. This is our unboxing, so let's check out what we got. Let's go ahead and go with the characters. So, in our characters folders, we've changed up a bit. This is our mega pack. We've changed up a bit in this pack. There's over 200 items, unlike the other ones. That's why the cost has gone up a bit. But with this, we've also gone more realistic. So in our feminine folder, we have two. We've got our HD renders. So let me go ahead and pop this up. Let's go ahead and maximize this. So you can see we've got some amazing looking characters. Hold on. There we go. Got some amazing looking characters that you can use. They're all cropped out already. Right? And this time, rather than give you just like one or two characters, there's multiple. So you've got your princesses, your queens, you've got yours, right? Queens. And then we also got assassins, right? So we've got our assassin class, queens and assassins. Right? So there's our assassin, queens. We also have we also have some merchants, right? So we got some merchant class people here as well. I think this is a merchant, and yeah, I think that's the only one that I have in this one for a merchant class. But it doesn't matter. You can choose and use these however you feel. Let's see. Hold on. Let's go over to our manga style, right? So you all cropped out. Again, princesses, warriors, as well as some this is a merchant. Assassins. So plenty of great imagery for you. Let's go over to our masculine, right? And then we're gonna get our high definition joints out. Got some great looking images. All right. Then let's go over here to the manga style. All right. So that's one of our assassin classes. You'll be able to tell the assassins from the mask. Merchant, or whatever you want to use it for. Soldier, of course, our kings. Now, with our characters, we of course have our scenes that you can place our characters in. Here's our HD renders of our scenes. Some great looking scenes. Right? Then let's look at the manga style of our scenes. Interior castles, bedrooms, ballrooms. You come up with a lot of storylines with this. And we're heading more towards that as we're doing our designs. We're heading more towards creating scenes that can be used for storylines. All right, let's see. Then we've got our overlays. Underneath our overlays, there's a plethora of new overlays. digital pixelization. So we'll probably use some of those. This gives you like nice grids that you can use. I'll use something like this in the picture. Fog. Again, these are overlays, so you'll change your adjustment layers. Got light. These don't have to be used in a large scale. You can actually use these as small. So you can actually shrink these down and use them for things. We may do something with that. Or one of these circular light shows. We'll see. And then rain. This is different. We got some rain. Then we have our 3x2s. Same thing. Right? Digitization, pixelization, our fogs. Right? Boom, boom, boom. Then, of course, lights and sparks. These are all different. So there's not the same image being used. These are all different images. So you can create different types of styles and effects. And then, of course, rain in a 3x2. So, like the 3x2s are for video. You can use this for video, for lyric videos, things of that nature, beat videos. So we've got our overlays, and this is my favorite. Took a long time on this one, but this is all our cars, our vehicles. So we've got, this is cool, right? More T-car. Got hover vehicles, Moro. I like the Moro joint. I want to use the Moro joint for something. We'll see. There's some great vehicles here. All cut out, ready to go. And underneath the manga style, got some bikes, ninja assassin cars, luxury cars, sports cars, merchant vehicles. So definitely a lot of different styles you can use. So we've gone through everything. I'm gonna create a scene now. So let's go ahead and pop up Photoshop like we always do. Bow, bow, bow. Gonna go with new. Again, I'm gonna go with 2000 by 2000. Bow, 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 bow. There we go. Got rid of that. All right. So let's start with a scene. I want an outdoor scene because I want to use a car. And I'm not going to go manga style. I want an HD joint. So let's go through and kind of look at what we got. Ooh, that's joint. That joint. I want to be able to put a vehicle in here. And I may want it nighttime. Kind of like this one. Kind of like this one too. I might be able to hide where this is. and you don't know where it is, I'm gonna go. Oh, this is hard. All right, we're gonna go with. Uh, we're gonna go with this one. We're gonna go with this one. All right, that's the one we're gonna go with. So number 3 in the scenes. Grab this. All right. Mm, 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 mm. All right. All right. All right. Got that there. Let us go with uh, uh, one of our characters. Let's go with. Actually, let's get a vehicle in there because the reason why I want to do it outside was because I wanted a vehicle. High def. Let's see. We're gonna go with the Moro vehicle. I want the Moro vehicle. Let's zoom this in a little bit so it's not right there. All right. So now we got that. So the next thing is let's grab a character. Let's grab one of our female characters, HD render. Let's see. Uh, this is gonna be hard. Pause. I'm gonna definitely go with one of our queens, but I don't know which one I want to go with. Actually, I might go with a soldier. Oh, you know what? Nah. We're gonna go with a ninja. With one of the assassins. Oh, this is gonna be. This is. This. Actually, I think I know what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do something different this time. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to mask this out because I want multiple people in this scene, unlike what we used to do. We've done in the past. So what I'm gonna do is I'm grabbing my character and I'm gonna Control T to transform, and I'm holding Alt and Shift and kind of shrinking it down. And then what I'm gonna do is hit the mask button. So now we have a mask there. I'm gonna zoom in using the black brush. What you see, what is white you see, what is black is hidden. I'm gonna hit the B for the brush tool. There we go. And on my brush tool, I'm gonna make sure that I'm using a soft brush. Then what I'm gonna do is just brush this out. Being all right, a little different with it. instead of just brushing normally right on the edge, just being a little different with how it's seen. Um, then I'm going to, what we're going to do is click back over here. So we're not working on the mask. And what we're going to do is we're going to throw a adjustment layer. We'll go with, actually, no. We're going to throw a curves layer on here. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I did it right. Okay. So a curves layer, and then okay. So what we're gonna do is all right. So what we're gonna do is now that we got this done, we're gonna create an adjustment layer. Let's see. Let's go ahead with curves. And then what I'm going to do is click this little icon right here so that it's just affecting the layer beneath it only. And now I can go into the curves layer and I can make some adjustments. Like make it a little darker. Right, so that way it kind of fits in the scene a little better. There we go. See? There we are. So now we got an assassin in the shadows. Alright, cool. So now, who's up front? Uh, 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 uh. We'll get the queen out. Yo, I'm going with her. Yeah. And let's get one of our masculine characters. Let's go high def. Let's go with the bigger. go with larger. Um, okay. Drag and drop that in. Yeah. I'm just trying to make sure I get that Moro in here. I don't want to cover my ninja up, and I want to have that right there. And then I want somebody back here as well. I want another ninja in the back. Nah, I'm gonna get this dude right here. Right, and then what we do is we throw that layer back like so. That way we move that backwards. Then what I'm gonna do is Control T, Alt Shift. Once we drag, Alt Shift, so that we can shrink it down. All right, and drag this in behind that. Want it behind the ship. And then shorten them up. Okay. All right, let's zoom in. And then we'll mask. Right, so now we have the mask. Hit the brush tool. We want to make sure it's black so that we can paint out. Okay, that looks good. So now we've got more characters there. Looks good, looks good. All right, now let's look at some of the new overlays we've got. Let's go with the one by ones. I want to go with a little bit of fog. Let's go with something like that. Oh, wait. I want to make sure before we do that. I'm going to scroll all the way up and click here because I want it to be over everything else. So I want to be at the top. Come here, grab this, and then drag it over. Hold this. Drag it out. Oops. Okay. Then what I want to do is change think we're going to go with the screen. And then what we'll do is I want to put a mask on here, number one. And then first, let's go ahead and drop the opacity down a bit. So this way we're not, there we go. And then what I want to do is on this mask, again with the black, make the brush a little bigger. And I want to just paint out his face. Paint out her face. And paint out this ninja here. Paint him out just a little bit. What I'm doing is I'm blurring, kind of blocking out, subtly making less relevant the background, and where I want the eyes to actually target, I want those to be clear. So everything else I want to haze out, and I want to clear up the places where I want your eyes to kind of get to. So, all right, we've got our that. Now, I don't have a font preset for this, so I'm pretty much shooting from the hip on this one. Let's go ahead and just get some text on the screen. Since I know it's Moorish Arabian Nights, I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste this right in here. Let's get this and double click and drag it. Control Enter. I know you can't see it, so let's just click on the color. And then I'll use the eyedropper to kind of find some kind of color that can stand out. I think it's going to end up being what's in her helmet. Yeah, I think it is going to end up being what's in her helmet. All right, then what we're going to do is do a drop shadow. And let's make it more prevalent. Turn up the opacity. Let us break the distance down a little bit. Tone down the spread. Tone down the size. Hit OK for now. I want to zoom in. I'll double click on this again so I can actually look at it a little better. There we are. There. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. There we are. All right, let's find a better font now. Ah, I like that. All right, so papyrus I actually want to use for the smaller text. So let me go ahead and save that. I'll make sure to put the file inside. Make the README. All right, so we have that font for this one. Algerian. I like it. Okay. So Control A, hit the V tool for the move. Go ahead and center this up. Enter. T. All right. What I'm going to do is underneath here, I'm going to place a box here and then drag it underneath. And then I'm going to change the all right, so it looks like overlay is going to be the what we use. And then what I'm going to do is get a brush. Then make the brush bigger. Make sure that it is soft brush. Oops. And then I'm going to make a mask. And on that mask, I'm going to paint. So I'm just hitting control Z and one of the brackets. There we are. And just getting rid of the seam that's right there. I could have done this with like a gradient, but I like having it not be linear. I don't want it even. I want it to just kind of look like it's organic. All right, there it is. Now let's also make sure we turn the opacity down a bit. And then control, hit the V tool, control 0. And then you can see the difference. How it just gives it a little bit of pop off the page. All right, I also want on the text the drop shadow to be a bit darker and also a bit, hold on, let me zoom in so we can see it. I want it a bit darker, so let's go to drop shadow. I'll just double click directly on it. That'll get me right to it. I want it a bit darker, so you can see it's getting darker, and I want it a bit further, so distance, I want it a bit further down. And we know it's going from the light source, the light is hitting it and casting a shadow this way. So the dot is where the shadow is, and the light source is coming from that direction. So it's straight from up and down. That way it gives the nice shadow towards the bottom. All right. Zoom out. All right. Now let's get the MG inspired. I think I already have it. So that way I don't have to kill myself. Copy that. Actually, might be lazy. No. Do this. Get another text. Then I'm going to click right here. Hit the V. Zoom in. MG space. The inspired art. All right. Then on this, I said I wanted to use papyrus. So let's hit the T. And there we go. And change it from that color to like that. And then, of course, I want a drop shadow. Because it's so small, I want to make sure that the distance gets pulled down a little bit. I want the spread to turn down a little bit. And the size, size is that. Opacity straight. All right. Let's zoom out. I'm holding Alt and moving my scroll wheel. Hit the V so that we can line it up right there. Actually, I'm going to move it up. Instead of putting it down, MG is going to be up there. All right, so we've got our people. All right, we've got a little fog in the background. So let's see what else we can do. Let's get a little of special effects, right? Let's do a little light effects. So what we're going to do is go over here to our overlays again. Oh, one by one. I'm going to go with the round one and go with this one here. Okay. Alt and Shift, bring it all the way out here. Immediately Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go with color dodge on it because it pops out a little bit more, especially if I'm gonna turn it down like this. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it up. And I'm gonna also bring it down below everybody. So that it's just kind of like, boom. Yeah. Do I want anything else? Let's see what we got. Ah, I think we're good there. No, I don't want rain because we've got a clear sky. Boom, boom, boom. Let me see what it looks like. Let me throw one of these on top. Let's see what happens. Overlay. Oh, that's kind of crazy. I want it down some. That's crazy. I use the rain, but the rain don't do nay. That looks dope. That really does look dope. All right. So there we go. So we got Moorish Arabian Nights Volume 1, our MG, the future inspired art. You saw me pretty much work it out with the Moro car in the back. We got on our Saturn warrior. We got our king with his queen. So that's it. Y'all make sure you grab it up. Yes, the price is a little bit higher than it's double what it used to be because there's way more graphics in this daggone thing. Way more work that was put into this one to get all these daggone characters done properly. So please support. We appreciate you for real, for real. This is Jay with Toxic Hustle. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting, and I'll see you later. Bye.